All right, so we're here with Brett Andrews, coach of the Broadbeach Cats. How's it going, Brett?
Good, thanks, Sean. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's the way, mate.
Tinkering with things in the build-up to the Pracky match.
Yeah, look, I suppose we've got 3 practice matches sorted out. So, yeah, next Saturday, or this Saturday, will be just a bit of a blowout for the boys, I suppose, because it's been a long pre-season for all the clubs. And we've got the first bye, so we're going to have to counter that after Easter. So you play 3 and then don't play for 2. So we'll probably have 3 practice matches and then in a club, I'd suggest.
Are you of the school of thought that you can never have long enough in the off season to educate the guys, or is it starting to become a little bit too long?
This one's been long. This one's been long. I suppose because of our late start, because obviously we lost university. So yeah, so now we've only got 9 teams. So I would have preferred an early finish, but I understand why we're having a late start.
So what's the off season been like? What's been on the program, fitness wise and that type of thing?
Yeah, we've brought a lot of coaching into our, a lot of people into our coaching staff. Jeff Brennan and Brad for our strength and conditioning. We've done a lot of body work, a lot of running, a lot of recruiting. Recruiting started probably with me and Luke Presley in August. And yeah, you don't stop when you're the coaching panel. The boys have been training through the hottest February on record, so it's been a gruelling pre-season, and I'd suggest all the clubs would have suffered in that regard. But they've been good. They've been showing up 3 days a week. So yeah, we had a little bit of a hit out with Bond Uni about 3 weeks ago just to break the momentum up, and yeah, they moved the ball pretty well. So we've got some exciting prospects there.
You mentioned there was a bit of recruitment. Can you speak a little bit about some of the new faces and what they offer for the club?
Yeah, look, last year we looked at we had 3 players over 23 in the senior side, so we really needed to get some experienced players that probably played at a higher level to come down and show our young squad exactly what's required to play at this level. And we've really ticked every box in that. We've got Evan Penosa, Jared Ellis, Luke Shreves, Mitch Brewer from Southport, and they're all great leaders in themselves.
And has that been spread out in terms of midfielders, forwards, backs?
Yeah, they're pretty much a bit of everything, really. Look, we had a bit of a sad year last year. We had a lot of blokes injured, 25 unavailable most of the time, and to be perfectly honest, Labrador had the same numbers unavailable, and they had a terrible start. So even the good, even the powerful clubs, when they got that many injuries, can't cover them. So look, we've got a lot more depth. We're batting a lot deeper, and we think our top line players are a lot better. We've got some super youth prospects. We've always had really good youth at the club, so it's a matter of we pushed 5 up to Southport this year. 1 got a contract and 4 got rookie listed. We've got 12 academy kids in the Queensland Academy, so the club's really pushing forward. Travis Marsham as a director of coaching, Jason Cotter as our football operations manager. So our football department off the field has never ever been stronger, or not for a long time anyway.
And I'm assuming that you managed to expose a lot of young talent last year as well.
That was probably the positive of last year. We had guys that were fringe players or in and outs, that played 10, 12 games, and coincidentally 2 of those guys got signed up with Southport this year. So look, We've got a lot of experience into our younger fellas. The younger guys that have come from other clubs are training the house down. We've got experience, we've got height, we've got speed. Robbie Blood was another one that we signed up. I think we've signed about 8 or 9, so that are higher level, and they're all a decent height, a decent pace, and with a good skill level. So yeah, look, we're pretty confident that we've put a good list together, and yeah, exciting times ahead for the Cats.
And what do you think we're going to see for followers, obviously, of the Cats in terms of the type of footy that we're going to see this year?
Yeah, we'll be very fast out of the back line, and we'll be heading express. I think we'll be a catch us if you can sort of side. We've got very, very fast legs outside. We've got enough inside to warrant those blokes getting the ball some quality ball. Our skill level's definitely picked up from last year. Our pace and our speed, our movement of the ball was against against Bond Uni for our first hit out, where we hadn't even as much as done a tackling practice. The way we moved the ball was sort of impressive. So we'll be really concentrating on that. And last year we were a huge turnover side and momentum breakers. So if we can hold the momentum and hold the footy, I think we'll be hard to beat.
Who are some of the guys with a little bit of leg speed that we can keep our eye on come round one?
Oh, well, we've got a couple of Southport kids, juniors, Colts from Southport last year. Jai Davis is very quick. Benny Presser's very quick. Jared Ellis has got a bit of speed. We've just drafted Jai Lyons from Redlands, who's an elite runner. He's very fast. And then we've still got Robbie Blood and Evan Penosa and these sort of guys that are that cover the ground pretty quick.
And yourself, how are you feeling in the position as senior coach at the moment?
Oh, look, at the moment, I feel a lot better than I did last year. Look, with the experience we've got around us, and we've got new coaches in Timmy Deacon, triple premiership player at Southport, Corey Fulton, record goal scorer for Queensland, Dave Edwards and Scotty Abercrombie. So really now they do a lot of the coaching, and I'm sort of more of a player manager now. So my role's changed a bit. We've gone from 3 people doing everything to having 7 or 8 people to choose from now. So it's a real spread the load, and what we're trying to do at the club is, if one guy leaves, he's easily replaced. And so our football department is, structured very well now. So for me, I get to spend a lot more time with the players and to concentrate on getting the best out of them. Obviously game day, I'm the bloke that makes all the decisions, but they'll be coming from a very experienced coaching panel as well behind me. So we've got 5 coaches, not 1.
Now, you'll be watching pretty closely in the first few rounds, obviously. What are you going to be looking for in terms of response from the players so that you know that things have sunk in the off-season?
Oh, look, we've had a few meetings. We've had a day in Byron. We had a football induction day, and we made a few rules. And at this stage, we're just trying to guide a young side to how to develop and how to train in a manner that we want at Broadbeach Footy Club. And I think they're doing that really well. So I think we'll be a lot more disciplined. In saying that, we've added about 5 or 6 senior leaders on the ground, which are very well experienced and good people. So I expect them to rally the troops, and I think we'll be hard, fast and pretty disciplined.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Brett, and all the best for the season to come.
Thanks, mate. Pleasure to meet you.